Okay, we're up. Sheldon's being a pain. Baby's just standing there looking at me like he always does, sticking his tongue out. Yep. I don't know what's going on out there, but I keep seeing puffs of dust. And I'm not real sure what it is, but I think the badgers are out. I don't know if you can see that or not. And there was some over this way also. Just puffs of dust coming up, so I really think the badgers are probably out. The cows were out running around. I'm not seeing the cows. They went south. I let Sheldon out, and he saw a cow and came running right back in, which is good. I don't want him chasing cows. Gonna have to go to Sirocco today, this morning, and pick up those rocks, the hematite. It's a lot of it. It really does solve a big problem, because there's so much. I didn't see really how it could be meteors. But it's in a limited area. So would hematite be in a limited area? I need to go and explore further. Sue says there's some on the other property also, the property that's for sale. But I'll go over there and check that out sometime. I'm going to go out back and do that right now. I need to find my iPad. Just dropped my phone. Oh, just ripped the iPad cable out of the wall. Sheldon, knock it off. Get down. That's another thing that I need to do. I need to fasten this countertop down today, or it'll end up on the floor on somebody's foot, and it is heavy. A slow iPad. What am I looking for? I want to check the weather station. Oh darn, did it wrong. Okay. On the 10:09 mark, this blue right here is the where it's picking up false data. So what I'm going to do is go outside and wiggle the wire closest to the rain gauge, the bucket, and see if we get a blue like that. So I'm going to rock outside and do that real quick. Take Shellbot with me. Baby too if he wants to come. Baby's a wuss. Wuss. Sheldon! Oh boy. Sheldon! Come on! He's going down towards where the cows were. Sheldon! Okay, rain bucket. Oh, the moon's up there. Hi, Shellbot. Come on over here. Okay, I'm going to wiggle that around pretty good right there. The whole fence post here is wiggling, and that's, you know, when it's raining, this is what I'm getting. So there is a clean out on that also. You could take this bottom piece off. Okay, it's all back together now. I give it 20 or 30 minutes and see if there's a blue. Any blue on it right there. I'm not seeing any puffs of dust down there. Sheldon's jumping up. Oh, he's barking at that antenna. What a dog. Climb the house, why don't you? I also notice there's fresh tracks around this poop. Really fresh tracks, all just right in there. That's what I did last night before the sun went down. Or when the sun went down, I should say. So I got to go up there and finish that before I take off. I have 2 more screws to put in the base. And that'll get that done. And I'll be ready for another solar panel. A couple more. Have to cut a long piece right there on that one to go up and down. And I might already have one cut. I'll have to check and see. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach the top piece all the way up on the peak of the roof and not fasten it down. So I'll get it up there, get the panel up there, and fasten the panel to the long piece and fasten that down last. That'll keep the gapping where I need it, because the gap is where the problem has been. The gap between the top and the bottom. And that gives me fits trying to get that thing up there. We're still looking for better mounts, better bolting system for the top and bottom. Haven't found it yet. This works really well, but there's got to be better ways to do it. And like I said before, if I had it all to do again, I'd just buy the regular solar panel rack. I gotta get Sheldon to come. Yep. Oh, that's Baby. I thought that was a badger. Sheldon, come on! Alright, gotta get back to work. Okay, I got that fastened up there the way it's supposed to be. Everything's hooked up. I got it ready for a crossbar for that last panel. Depending on how long I stay here this time, I might put another panel up. I need to get some wire though if I'm going to do that. Okay. Let's walk out here a ways. You see how dusty and dirty the panels are. I'm going to have to devise a method of cleaning them. And we're interested in a windmill, but we don't know what we want. We've done a little bit of research, but not a whole lot. There's a lot of them out there. A lot of them are junk. Some are good. I watched a video someone made on one, and it was just a joke. I mean, I just don't think the guy knew what he was doing. Cussing and moaning, saying the blades didn't line up and all kinds of stuff. But all the other videos I watched were pretty good. We found one on Amazon. That's a little 400 watt. That's 2 panels. And it blows out here at night quite a bit. But today's calm as can be. I like it. Might get the airplane out. might. But I need to go to Socorro and pick up those rocks. For those who haven't watched all the videos, these are 2 Graceland sheds that I meticulously pulled together, and it was just exciting. I kind of grew some muscles doing that. We pull them together and basically turn them into a house. There's the corner porch, what they call the corner porch, and that one down there is what they call the garden shed. It's really coming together pretty good. It's really comfortable inside. I think once we get, I don't know what I'm going to do with the floor, because I cannot be on my knees like that for a long time. Have to get Sue down here to do that. It'll be an easy job, but I think I'd just trash my knees getting down like that. The disability people called the other day, and they were wondering, how things were going, and I told them. And they're gonna look at vocational stuff, but I've been just about everything. I just don't know what I could do that's not gonna kill me like this is. This gets pretty painful up there, doing this stuff. When I go to bed at night, it's like, ow. When I get up in the morning, sometimes it's like, ow. And I guess you've all seen my thumb. I was invited by Wyoming Tech Center, I believe, up in Laramie, to teach auto mechanics a long time ago. But I don't think I could be walking around on cement floors for any length of time. A lot of classroom work, and I don't know if I want to teach these kids these days anyhow. They don't really want to learn. They have Google. So I'm gonna get the dogs in and get it together and head to Socorro. There goes Sheldon. I don't know what he's chasing, but I wish he wouldn't. Sheldon! Sheldon! About time for the snakes to start coming out too. Well, if anybody knows what decent windmill, pass it on. I mean, a decent windmill, not too expensive, doesn't cost a bunch of money, because I am interested. The one we were looking at on eBay, not eBay, there goes, what's his name? The one I was looking at on Amazon was $220 something, 400 watt. Had really good reviews, but the one next to it, it's the same windmill, different name, had really bad reviews. I don't want to buy junk. The one that I was talking about that the guy was having a hard time putting together, I don't really know if I like it, because it doesn't, if it turns, if it's rotating, not the windmill itself, but if it's rotating on its base, it's going to twist the wires all up. And that's not good, so you'd have to build in some kind of a stop. Mississippi Windmills or Mississippi Energy or some weird name like that. It was a state name, I think. Now he's barking. Well, I better get Sheldon in here and head out. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Been back for a while, but I'm gonna make a piece of metal to fit this wall. Triangle all the way over. Need to get that done before the sun goes down. I've got the metal out there and the nipper tool, but I didn't grab any clamps, because I'm going to need clamps to hold that thing down. So let's find the clamps. Clamps. There's clamps. I have clamps in a toolbox. Good place for them. Alright, so I'm going to get started on this. Hopefully I can get it cut. That's just for the outlet. Hopefully I can get it cut before the sun goes down. I'll be back. I'm working on I got that metal up. This piece right here will be pressed down by the cabinet. So I'm not going to put any more screws in it. Gotta turn the TV down. Ancient Aliens should be coming on pretty quick. That's my show. Let's see. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't been paying too much attention. Yeah, there it is. Okay, gotta make this quick or I'll miss Ancient Aliens. I got my jig out for setting up the cabinet. I need to cut this off while I got it apart. I didn't pick up, I forgot my list. Went all the way to Socorro and forgot my darn list. It's right here. Okay. But anyhow, I'm going to get this 18-inch cabinet up and see if I can get the 24-inch cabinet up also. Back door. I didn't think they'd ever have a commercial. Been waiting for a commercial so I could finish this up. There's the cabinets. The cabinets are done. Now I have to we're going to put wood, just a narrow strip of wood all the way up, and then put wood across the top. I think I was supposed to take that little bit of, Sheldon, stop it. I was supposed to take that bit of metal down and put wood across there too, but I forgot. I'm not taking the cabinets down to fix it. Let's see what this voltage gauge in here says. 12.5 volts. I've got every light in the house on. I'm going to put this gauge in, or meter in there tomorrow because it's bigger and we might be able to see it with the camera. I got foam all over the place for some reason. I got out the electric bug spray swatter and the dogs went nuts. They wouldn't come anywhere near me. And I don't think they like that thing much. Let's see what we got back here. We're using 12.5 amps, 12.3 amps, and 5 amps on the DC. Charging at nothing. I have 12.63 volts on the batteries. I need to get the blower in here and blow those off and check the water. Things are looking up. Turn that off. Let's see what the voltage dropped to, or the amperage, 3.9. And that had two lights on it, two 12-volt lights. 3.9 amps. Okay, I made some room in here. I need to make a lot more room in here. I'm going to clean that out tomorrow and put those two plastic things down there with Sue's bedding in it. Okay, I glued this down. That's why there's so much stuff on it. It's glued at the seam and on the top of this. I'm also going to put screws in it. I'll do that tomorrow. So tomorrow I need to put in that gauge and screw all these countertops down, and we'll work on that wood, and this will be ready. This whole area here will be ready for flooring. But I'm not going to put the flooring in. I'm going to let Sue put it in because my knees aren't going to take it. I'm really in a lot of pain. But I think everything's ready. I need to do dishes, and that's about it. Tomorrow morning, there's my dinner right there. Tomorrow morning I might do the off-grid weapons. Maybe. I looked at the YouTube website, and there are a lot of people really upset about them raising the number of subscribers to 1,000 to do monetization. That really, really sucks of them. Feel betrayed. Start shutting stuff off. See what if the voltage changed. Yep, it's up to 12.6 now. But it's a nice night. It was a beautiful day. Got a lot done. The cabinets are an accomplishment. Got them out of the way. They're even. They're adjustable a little bit if I need to. I've kind of forgot, but I need to put some more screws in this one and that one. So we'll get that done later. It looks like they're back on Ancient Aliens, so I'm going to go watch it and get this published. Y'all have